Hello everyone, good afternoon. Hope everyone is having a nice day out there. Today we are going to focus on application navigation and do some operations on a list of records. So here we are on incident and open module on the incident which fetches me the list of incidents if I click on it. But before I go into it, it's configured to fetch me the list of records here on edit module. You may yourself check that what is the configuration behind fetching me the list of incidents. Meanwhile, where I'll fetch the list of incidents and you can see that the filter applied here is all active equal to true. Now let's replicate this on a back via a script. Okay, so I'll need an object to handle any sort of operations that I do on the incident record. Incident. Remember, I can do it. JavaScript accepts both single quote and double quote. So even if I do it within pass the string incident within double quotes, it will accept it. There's no hard and fast rule that I have to do it within single quotes. So there we did see that there was a active query. Okay, so we'll call the method active query. Remember, at this stage the query is not executed, okay, but what we are fetching here is an executed filtered list of incidents. What is executed? Active equal to true is executed. So I'll have to do a gr.query, but before that I would like to further filter this particular incident list, that is by category. So if I'm doing category is software, at this stage if I use the gr object in order to further filter my query as category, and I'll say software. Remember, the double quotes that I am applying here is just for visual distinction. Otherwise it has got no purpose with the syntax. Okay, it will still accept if I call it as software. If I pass it this way, it will still accept it because JavaScript doesn't have a hard and fast rule to accept the parameters in single quotes or double quotes. Now I will execute my query. I always mess up with my queries spelling, so there it is. I have executed the query statement, so hence I'll run it here as well. It fetches me 8 incidents. I can see the row count over here. So I will do something else because on the UI, visually we can figure it out that incident ending with 19 is the first incident, incident ending with 51 is the fourth incident. We can visually figure it out. The system cannot do that. For the system to do it, we'll have to execute a next loop. Okay, so most of the people do this mistake. That is one common mistake. I intentionally did this mistake. That's not to have the object placed here. Though I did mention initially that we are fetching the filtered list of incidents. So when I say filtered, where is the filter condition stored? On this object, right? So until I do use the object to call the next row on the queried list of incidents, I'm not fetching the next record on the filtered list of incidents. Hence, I'm using this object in order to call the next row. Okay. So what does gr.query return me? It returns me a list of incidents. What sort of incidents? It's a filtered list of incidents. So if I need to navigate through that specific filtered list of incidents, I need to do a gr.next. Okay. So I cannot be blankly putting out the numbers there without any context. So just outside the loop, I will print my list of incidents. Okay, gs.print, that's the method that we use, the list of incidents. incidents with category software are, notice that I have put a space after the colon. Okay, now I have to fetch the real value of incidence. How do I get that? So I have, what do I have with me? I have just this object, okay, to fetch the number. Now can I fetch the number with this particular object? Why not? Because it belongs to the this particular table, right? So gs.print, I can do a gr.number. Okay, so I can do this, but I need to put this string just before. Okay, so this is one method wherein I can place. So let's execute this one by one. Okay, so we are putting this statement here, and then we are printing the numbers. But after printing the numbers, I had put a space here, so I have nothing after printing the number. So I need a comma as well, isn't it? So I'll put in that comma so that the numbers are separate, comma separated, but that's not required even, so as to say, because this gs.print prints it on the very next line. Every statement, every number is getting executed on the next line. You will notice that. Okay, so in case you are putting it in a single row, then you need that comma separator, otherwise it fetches this way. Okay, so there's the list of 8 incidents that I was looking for. I filtered it down, and let's match it with the incidents that we have fetched. 15 is there, 19 is there, but it's coming in some different order, right? So if I need to ensure that I get my list of incidents by updated, let's say order by updated. Okay, so let's go to the product documentation and then check for order by. Okay, so for GlideRecord there is a order by method, and it says, or the usage is order by string field name. Okay, so I'll use the same gr dot order by, and I'll say updated. This updated on. Okay, that's the field name, that's the out of the box field name. So when I do this, I get it ordered by the numbers that I can see over here. Let's just have a check. It's in ascending order. Okay, it's in ascending order. So if I need to add it in descending order, then I can do so as well. Order by descending is the method. So that's my method in case I want to query it in descending order. So there it comes. Okay. What else? I have printed it on different lines, so I need to put display it in one line. So what do I do to fetch it in a single line? Let's do one thing. Let's remove this gs.print. Okay. Instead, we'll have an array. I'll do the array declaration over here. And we'll, if we do assign the number directly. Let's see what happens when we do assign the number directly. Okay, and we do gs.print inc array. So it fetches me all the list of incidents, but again in different lines. That's because this array has been, this statement is within the while loop. Okay. So I need to print it outside the while loop, and I'll get all of them comma separated, but on a different line again. Okay. So I'll get 2 lines. So what happens here is the last number which is assigned to the array is what is stored in the array. It's overwriting the elements in the array. So instead of overwriting, we will do a push over here. So the reason I could have done this earlier as well, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to ensure that we understand the common mistakes that we often do. Okay, so I'm doing a push operation over here so that all the incidents which are fetched through this query is stored in the incident array. Okay, and then I will do an incident array. So what will happen is all the list of incidents will be displayed in this way. So it will have a comma separated value. Let's see that. Okay, so we are getting all the incidents displayed in comma separated, but again there is a mistake that the same incident is getting pulled in. So what happens is this runs through the loop, and then it overwrites. It still overwrites that particular it still overwrites the object value. Okay, because we are assigning the object to the array here, not the value. Okay, so that's basically the difference that I wanted to highlight. So if I'm doing a gr dot get value of number, get value of number, and let me just check what has gone wrong here. So inc. Okay, that's the string input that I must provide. Number is the object. It doesn't take the object parameter, the get value. So it should display me all the list of incidents here. Okay. So that's done now. But what if I want all these incidents printed here right after the this particular statement? So what I'll do here is I'll bring this statement after the while loop. Okay. Now it should display me. Remember, array outputs all the values in a comma separated manner. So I don't need to do a comma here. Okay. So instead this should work. So there it is. We have all the incidents right in the same format, 19 to 54. We have all of them listed over here. That's all for today. That's what I wanted to showcase: the GlideRecord, the addActiveQuery, the addQuery, order by ascending and descending order, and then the array as well as the get value method. also stressing on the gs.print. Thank you very much.